Thank you for tuning in to WDRB Media, the voice of the community. The only station giving you double the information and inspiration. You're listening to Total Woman, and I'm your host, yours truly, Pink Warrior. I know it's still early. It's really not lunchtime yet for some of you. So if you're at work, grab your headsets so you're able to listen to what we have planned for you today. Get your favorite drink, whether it be green tea, alkaline water, your favorite juice or smoothie. Sit back and relax and enjoy what we have for you today. As I stated on last week's show, the entire month of August, we will celebrate authors, writers, poets, songwriters, bloggers, and so on. Today we have prophetess Felicia Berry on the line. She is the author of her newly released book, Protecting the Protector. I'm so thankful that she took time out of her busy schedule to do a brief phone interview with us today.
Hello, Miss Berry. How are you?
I am well. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for calling in to the Total Woman Show. And we're just going to jump right into this because I am so excited for you. You know, you're one of my strong sisters in the Lord, and we just got to get the word out and let people know what you're doing. You're doing great things for the kingdom. Tell us about your book. Tell us about your book signing. We're just excited to hear about it.
Well, I first would like to state my testimony is maybe not like everyone else. I really did not have a desire to write a book. And it was just prophesied to me so many times that I was supposed to be an author. And it wasn't until the death of my husband's closest friend, who I call my brother. He was murdered in the streets. And when I passed by where he was murdered at, I heard the Lord speak to me and told me to write the book because he will get the glory out of this young man's life. And so I began to write the book.
And what is the name of the book?
The book name is Protecting the Protection.
Protecting the Protection.
Yes.
And if someone wants to get a copy of this book, I know you're having a book signing, I think, tonight. And where is this going to be?
The book signing is tonight, and it's at the Sweet Spot in Montclair, New Jersey, on Bloomfield Avenue. I am excited about the book signing, but if the people cannot make it there, they can get the book. They can PayPal me at Protecting the Protection, or you can go to my website at www.prophetessfeliciaberry.com. It's one word. My name is spelled FELICIABERRY. www.prophetessfeliciaberry.com.
I thank you so much. I know you're busy, and she's really right now preparing for her book launching, and is so excited. I wish I could be there. But what we're going to do is post all her information on the Total Woman page. And again, my friend, my sister, Miss Felicia Berry, thank you so much for calling into the Total Woman Show. God bless you.
Thank you for having me, and I appreciate the opportunity. God bless you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
Again, thank you, prophetess Felicia Berry, for calling in to the show today. I would like to share a few nuggets before we go off the air today. A few nuggets to help you as you begin writing. Number 1, do not use another writer's work without getting their permission. So when is permission not needed? Permission is not needed when the work in the public domain, if it's in the public domain, it can sometimes be hard to determine whether a work is in the public domain, but as a rule of thumb, any work published before 1923 is considered to be in the public domain. When mentioning the title or author, you are just mentioning the title of the work. You do not need permission to do that. This is just like stating a fact. So no, you don't need permission for that. Let's look at fair use guidelines. If you only want to quote a few lines from a book, you are probably within fair use guidelines. You don't need permission for that. To copyright many books, like a book site. For instance, when I write, I like to research. You'll find book sites and blogs. They're licensed under what you call Creative Commons. It is important to remember that crediting the source of a work does not take away from your obligation to seek permission. In fact, it is expected. You should acknowledge your source regardless of fair use. And what that means is, every once in a while, and I think most authors who have the time to do this, a lot of times I will just Google my name, Jeanette Tyson Gregory. You know, my host name is Pink Warrior, but when I write under my name. Every once in a while, I will go and Google my name just to see who's using works from my books. And you would be surprised where people are using my work. But it doesn't matter to me when they give credit to my name. They may take a line from a book. They may use a whole poem because I am a poet also. They may use the entire poem. I remember I did a blog once and a wedding site used the entire information that I had written. And that was okay. Because what I do, I go in to see if they gave credit to me as the author. So today I'm just giving you a few pointers, a few nuggets to help you to write more effectively. The same rules, technically, it applied to copyrighted work online. Like I just stated, how people will go in online and use my poetry, but the attitudes tend to be more relaxed. I'm okay with that. When bloggers use excerpts of copyrighted work, that's really okay. Because really they're given credit, and you usually don't find people that will pursue legal action. Most likely they would if you go in and you Google your name and they're just using your stuff as if they said it. Even on Facebook, if I use someone else's quote, you'll know it. I don't put my name on it. I just put it out there. But if it's written by me, you will see my name on it. Because even though it's online, it's been copyrighted, because most of the things that I write is just an excerpt from one of my books. Song titles, TV titles, and movie titles. You do not need permission to include any kind of title in your work. It is okay to use song titles or a TV show. You don't need permission to include the names of people, events, and places in your work. Thank you so much for listening to this today, and I hope that it helps you as you begin to write your book or your next blog. Join us each Thursday morning at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on WDRBmedia.com, the voice of the community, for double the information and inspiration. Check out our Facebook page for Total Woman, where we will post a broadcast if you miss it. Email me at totalwoman63@gmail.com if you have comments or questions. If you would like to be a sponsor of this broadcast, send me an email or inbox me on the Total Woman Facebook page. Make sure you have given your best today, because your best is all that you owe. God bless you.